What could you create if you had 30 minutes to plan and 4 hours to build? Today on the show, we're challenging 3 teams of 2 developers each to build an app that helps people connect with the world outside their screens. And to do that, they're going to be using Apollo.
Don't zoom in on me, vibe coding. What's wrong with you?
What's between you and the demo you want to give?
Just you?
Please tell me we didn't just break it in the last 5 minutes.
I feel like we just broke it in the last 5 minutes.
The drama.
Welcome to the Web Dev Challenge. Welcome in, everybody, to another Web Dev Challenge. Thank you all so much for being here today. Your challenge today is to build an app that helps people reconnect with the world outside their screen. And to do that, you're going to be including Apollo connectors. And to talk a little bit more about what Apollo is and how connectors work, let's bring up Michael.
My name is Michael Watson, and I lead DevRel at Apollo.
If you haven't heard about us, we're the platform for orchestrating APIs. We serve over 1 trillion monthly API requests for apps of all sizes. Now, Apollo Connectors is a great way for you to get started with GraphQL. If you haven't heard of GraphQL or you're curious about it, very easy to get started. And the thing I love about it, and the reason why we're adding it to the tool set for today's challenge, is that I can combine multiple APIs, whatever fields of data that I want, and I don't really have to worry about the code or managing that code. And now I can really just delete code, and I love deleting some code. So let's get started.
Here are the rules for today. We are going to have 30 minutes to plan, 4 hours to build your app. And at the end of your 4 hours, you're going to have to demo whatever you've built. So your 30 minutes to plan starts right now.
All right, let's go.
Let's go.
What can we do with like geolocation that would get people like out of their seats?
What about like a game?
Yep.
If you like get your friends and you just have them sign up and they go outside and you form a leaderboard of who goes outside the most, who touches grass the most.
Yes, touches grass.
Down low.
All right, so our idea was to
create a third place
find
locator.
Locator, whatever we want to call it. So for us, we're going to need Google Maps API, which we're going to get.
Yeah.
I have the open AI key as well, so we can integrate AI if we wanted to.
And then we could have like probably a collage at the end, like they could add the memories
Yeah, that would be cool.
to each of the list items.
And then that way in the future, if they wanted to share that like on social media and like create a like a memory book out of it.
Right.
I guess you could store the. I'm thinking like database schemas, which maybe we're not there yet. We're not there yet. Let's talk later.
We're not there, but we're almost there. So let's.
My name is Mark Dunphy.
My name is Joe Tannenbaum. We are the 1977 Portland Trailblazers. So we're building an app called Touch Grass. We want to encourage people to get to green spaces. So we're going to use geolocation to basically have them go to parks and check in.
So on the back end, we're using Apollo connectors. We're going to use the Mapbox API for geolocation, Supabase for storing game state.
Probably OpenAI for some.
We'll use OpenAI for something. We're just not quite sure what.
Yeah, we'll thread it in there.
Yeah, but there's an existing connector for that in Apollo, so it seems like a fun thing to use and take advantage of.
So on the front end, we're using Vite and React, and I guess that's it. Yeah.
Then the idea would be that like when you check off an activity, you have the option to attach a photo to it.
Yeah.
And then we'll have a button that says generate collage, and that will then like create one, and then the user can download it.
Okay. So my name is Hosam.
My name is Isra.
What's your team name?
Coding cookies.
Nice, I like it.
Yeah. We are planning to build an AI-generated like bucket list with an addition of the users can add photos and then at the end create a collage.
We're going to be using Apollo connectors to connect to the OpenAI API, REST API, and then the front end will be React with React Router for the different pages that we're going to have. One of the reasons I was excited about this episode is because I've never used Apollo or GraphQL before, so this gives me a chance to explore and see how that works and what that looks like.
I think we have a good game plan going into it, but yeah, I think the most important thing is that we're gonna have fun and enjoy the time that we have here.
Like basically filter out categories that we know are third places, right?
Yeah,
Right,
like
parks,
libraries,
nail salons.
churches, or places of worship.
And we also need like a filter for cost.
Yes.
Because a lot of these places, you assume that you are paying part of it, right? I'm Ryan Furr.
My name's Nicole Gaffney.
Our team name is
East Coast, Beast Coast.
East Coast, Beast Coast.
So we are planning on building a third place locator. So your first place is your home, your second place is your place of work. Third place is a place where you go to commune with other people. In communities that might be a barber shop. For others, it could be the library or a park.
So we're building a project with React and Vite. We're just using JavaScript or TypeScript because we got to go fast today. Styling is going to be Tailwind CSS. I feel about a 3.5 out of 5 in terms of confidence. Once we start integrating like more complex ideas, then it might become a bit more difficult. But you know, for now, 3.5 is good.
If we're in the same location and you want to validate that, like there should be sort of like I'm here and I want to check in with Mark, and then you can say like, I am here with Joe, and we're really complicating this.
I think like you could just have them check in individually.
You hate
right?
me? What's happening?
Love you.
Okay.
Love you so much.
Yeah, my other idea was we can make like a JSON file of events at different locations.
Yeah.
Just that way, you know, users are actually searching and seeing it.
That's true, because some third places are pop-ups and events.
Yeah,
Not like actual places.
right.
What are you up to?
We are going to build like a bucket list or adventure list app. So kind of exploring either the city that you live in, or if you're going to a different city and like, hey, what are kind of some of the fun things that I can do? Very ambitious.
China.
That's cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, we will destroy you. Okay.
We're going to win. Okay. That's not even a question.
I heard a tailwind. Yeah, I've heard a tailwind.
I was trying to say it funny, and then I was like, there's not really a funny way to say it.
Because that's also.
Hey guys, time's up over there. Please respect the timer.
We're just having a casual conversation over here.
Oh, okay, good.
You don't need to worry about us.
Did you continue planning after the
That's
timer?
what I'm saying.
Listen, all right, you two deduct 2 sentences worth of work from your.
Yeah.
That's not going to affect anything. There's so many garbage sentences in there.
All of the scopes this time are very good, which I'm upset about. I want everybody to be overscoped, right? So it's like that quiet, a little too quiet, you know? We're gonna kick into the build phase. So you will have 4 hours to build your apps. Your 4 hours to build your apps starts right now.
Ooh, let's go.
I might need to steal Michael.
Don't embarrass us. Please don't check in with him too early.
You're right. It's
Figure it out.
It is weak to ask for
It
help.
is weak. What do you need?
It's not. I'm having trouble getting the config here passed into the headers, so I'm like not.
Oh, it's not.
Yeah, I can't like authenticate with Supabase yet.
Oh, so it's sending it, but there's no values.
Yeah, it's sending the headers.
Oh, I know
headers
why.
are empty.
I know why.
Why?
Go back to the config. Oh no, this is the YAML file. I was thinking you need to do it as literal strings, but you. Oh well, this needs to be quoted, right? You can't just do that.
I don't think it has to be quoted.
You don't think so?
I guess I could quote it.
Are we programmers, or what are we doing?
Honestly, some days I don't know.
Yeah.
Like library, that doesn't need a $sign.
Yeah, so then what we could do is just do a conditional, like if zero cost, either it would say nothing or like free.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's because
So I don't know what it put in for library right now, if there is one.
Let's see.
Okay, cool, so the cost is 1.
I can't spell library today.
It's crucial to third places.
Yeah, it's like the third place.
It's always returning null.
But if you look at your local storage in the browser, is there something there?
Yeah.
There is.
So I don't know, maybe session storage might be? I don't know if that makes a difference.
I can try looking at that too, see if I could figure out why it's returning null. I'm getting stuff.
Oh, you are?
Yeah. So getting stored lists.
Oh, nice. Then there's something might be on my end.
Do you want to clear your local storage, like remove everything?
I'll do that.
Because sometimes if it has like old data in it, it has like trouble.
Okay.
I'll merge this in so you can start playing with it.
Yeah.
And then I'll start working on the Mapbox connector.
So
That's the last.
I kind of need that one first because I need the information first before.
Well, I
send
didn't
it to
prioritize very well, so I gotta do that one last.
Well,
do
that's
that
the
one
way
last.
the cookie crumbles.
That one's last, and then I have to do the check-ins create row.
Okay. Is there? All right. I'll find a sample Mapbox API response and do that for now.
Yeah, that's probably fun.
Okay. Cool.
So how you guys doing?
Pretty good.
What are you building right here?
I'm working on the Apollo connector piece of our project. So I have my schema published, and I'm testing it out in the Apollo router where I can give it a prompt down here and tell it to generate exactly 5 fun summer activities. We can change that to be whatever we want it to be. We have the location. We also have the type of activities we want, a mix between indoor and outdoor. So if I run that query, I should be able to get that response from OpenAI.
Oh, nice. Cool. And so you're doing a little bit of prompt engineering in the connector.
I am. In our activities GraphQL, what we're sending in is the user prompt, but we also have a system prompt in here that tells OpenAI the structure of the data that we want to return it in. So we have an ID, a title, a description, and a category. And it says, make sure you return it in only JSON so that we can then parse it correctly when we get it.
Yeah, and I'm working on taking that data and trying to display it on the client side.
Not even at the halfway point, and you've already made a lot of progress. This is great. Hey, how y'all doing?
Hey, Mike.
So
We're going
what you
on-
building right now?
So I'm building like the search engine so far. So if I think it would work if I type in library. No, for some reason it's giving me an error. It wasn't before. But I
Only
think
when we're on
that's-
camera.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because I walked over.
that's how it happens.
Yes.
That's how it goes. So Nicole's working on the functionality, and I'm kind of like having the fun part of making, just working through the light design. And I was also saying like we need to grab the geolocation API for ours as well, since you just wanted to search like Library Atlanta or Portland, but by default we should probably look to use the user's geolocation. So once we get the base thing down where we can actually return stuff, then we'll get working on the geolocation stuff.
Awesome. We're excited to see the progress.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Thank you.
All right. So what are you two building over here?
You can enter your name, which logs you in, which is great.
Okay. Wonderful.
Now we check in, which I've already auth geolocation, and it says you're currently near Stonehouse Cellars, which is a sample Mapbox response. So basically, I'm stubbing in Mapbox right now, but it is going through AI to generate a response based on where you are. So the geolocation is happening in reality, but I'm not sending it to Mapbox yet. We're still setting that connection up in Apollo.
Yeah, so what I'm working on is connecting the Mapbox API to creating a connector for the Mapbox API through Apollo. It has been pretty easy to set up so far. I have this Parks GraphQL resource here that queries the Parks API and passes in your current location, which I just have it hard coded right now, but we'll make that dynamic using the location web API.
I think everybody's doing a good job. I think we might have to throw a twist in here. Everybody's looking way too comfortable halfway through.
I think there's still some bugs. I don't know. If you go back to the list.
No, not yet.
My lists,
Yeah, and try clicking it. Okay.
it works.
Okay.
All right. Cool.
Like I can just take whatever they put in the search and then use that to fetch the data from the API
Yes.
using Apollo.
But again, if they only search their location, everything's going to show up, which is why I think we need to filter by the type. Like this first thing, it's the first search for islip is locality and political. Those are the types. That's not what we want in our search. So that's why I'm saying if you filter the set places import that data by the types that we're looking for.
Okay, maybe just to make it simple for now, like playing with it, I can factor in this part, the free, the parks, the library, just these buttons. So work with the buttons.
Yeah,
For now?
yeah, like just to make sure you're filtering out the right information.
Yeah.
Maybe that's where we could keep all the different like if they want to create different types of collage. No, but
then that does bring up another point. Like if you wanted to see all of them, how would you do that?
yeah,
Like it's yeah.
V4.
Before. Just add it to the list.
No, but actually, while I do this, can you choose the other Mapbox endpoint so it actually does the correct thing?
Yeah. So you just want, so for that one, we want just the nearby locations.
What is the like nearest? There's the one did I send it to you? There was a proximity API one that sent you the nearest location to where you were. That's the geocoding API. See if that does anything for you.
Let's go, team. Oh, the faster.
Into performance mode.
Yeah, you gotta lock in, you know?
Ooh, I made it too tall. I think I just want to be taller.
That's why you need the box.
You want the box?
Yeah.
We'll do.
We basically what we should do is once we're like sort of done with this, which is very close, I think. But we should just run around outside and check in at random locations.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what we can do is there's like 5 different little parks there. We can go to each one, unless I don't think they're far apart.
So it looks like if price level returns null, it doesn't have anything associated with it, in which case it would be free.
Okay.
And then anything else other than that looks like it has levels, I
Okay.
think.
Interesting. So it's pretty coarse. Like it's still logging me as back at the studio.
Okay, they've left their computers unlocked and unattended, so.
That sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
Delete 1 semicolon, see what happens.
Oh my God, I can't do that. That's.
You can't, but like.
Alright. We did it. MVP success.
But I didn't actually touch any of the code.
We did it. Yeah. Cheers. No, I was gonna go this way with it. Oh, okay. Cheers. Yeah. Awesome. Cool.
So I added like a what's your budget?
Yeah.
But we can name it like whatever we want. And then if
$1 sign, $2 sign.
Ooh, yeah, I like that.
Yeah. It's like
So like.
what was it?
Oh no! Oh no!
I touched one. No! Why would you do that? Oh, and I left our Netlify open.
Oh no! Oh no! There's no diff.
What do you mean there's no diff? It's a lie. It's a
lie.
It's a MacGuffin.
So like if you put here,
Wait, on your computer?
The last change is from you 19 minutes ago.
Okay. Shouldn't have left my computer unlocked. That was probably my first problem.
Yeah.
Where are we?
We're putting like the final touches, pair programming on one computer.
Nice. One of my favorite ways to do it.
I think we're doing pretty well. We had like an MVP, a V1, and a V2.
Okay.
So I think we're crushing it. So we're gonna go for a V3.
All right. Good for you.
We have-
So what's standing between you and a V3?
Just you.
All right, let me get out of your hair then. Jeez.
How's it going over here? How you feeling?
It's okay.
It's a great question.
It's okay. I mean, I'm seeing stuff on the screen. I'm seeing stuff on the screen over here.
Yeah.
Not the same stuff.
No. Maps APIs has hands. Like, honestly. Like, Google Maps API, it's down to mess around, yeah, so.
I do think that choosing a Google API is kind of playing on hard mode. What's between you and the demo you want to give?
For me, it's just as soon as Nicole gets, and I'm not blaming Nicole, but Nicole's working on the functional side of things. So once she's like good and ready that the data is coming in from Apollo into our front end, then I can just make sure that it all looks pretty and we're good to go.
Talk to me about what you're currently working on.
We finished sort of our MVP here, where you can check in and it will decide if you are in a green space or not. And if you are, it leaves this little activity log that says with a little green tree, hey, you're in a green space, good for you. And a thumbs down emoji, of course, if you are not.
Got it. So you hit what you wanted to deliver, and now you just have a little extra time to screw around.
Yeah, we're just hitting. We're working on all our stretch goals now. So he's going to work on one thing. I'm going to work on the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll leave you to your stretch goals. Nice work.
All right. Thanks, Jason.
man.
I had an idea. I don't know if we'll have enough time to do it. What about we create a list and the name that we give it is like inside a studio, and then us take pictures and then create a collage and then yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, it should have everything. So I think we could do those right now. You want to try?
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn, it's done so early they could take photos.
Sorry, I'm in your face.
Literally doing it in my face to rub it in.
Oh, okay.
The points calculation will factor in the multiplier.
Why is this back?
And the
I fix this. What in the F is I want to.
do you have
No.
conflicts? Please don't leave him. Just break it in the last 5 minutes.
I feel like you just broke in the last 5 minutes.
The drama.
And then refresh. Yay. Okay.
I like the price levels,
Yeah, but
even
they
though
don't
they're
actually
fake.
do anything.
Okay. Stop touching it. We're done.
Ooh, 10 seconds, everybody. Tap and check it in now.
Wait, I am.
Oh, fuck.
All right, everybody, that's a Web Dev Challenge. Give yourselves a hand. If this looks like fun and you want to try it out for yourself, we've got a hackathon going right now. You can head to this URL, learn the rules, and see what you can build. It's demo time. I can't wait to see what you built, so I'm just gonna jump right into it. Who wants to do the first demo?
You can go first.
Yeah? All right, get on up here.
So while he's getting set up, if you all have a phone or a laptop with you, if you could go to 1977 portlandtrailblazers.com. That's our project. And actually, I'll describe maybe what we did here. We built a leaderboard to incentivize you and all your friends to go outside and experience parks and recreation around you and actually physically touch grass. And so when you go to this website, you can enter your name in and you can check in from wherever you are. It'll use your location to check you in to touch grass.
The tech behind this is that when you go on for the first time, it's going to prompt you and ask you for your geolocation and ask if it's okay to grab that. So once you log in, you hit check-in, you give it your geolocation, and if you are by a green space, so we basically connected a couple of APIs via Apollo. Yeah. And one of them is Mapbox. So we send your coordinates to Mapbox. Mapbox sends back whatever locations are nearby you, and we check the top 3. And if one of them is labeled as a park or an outdoor space, we will give you a point. If it's not, we will deduct a point from you.
Before this, we asked everyone to check in, and it was kind of a prank on you because now you all have negative points because we are not in an outdoor space. So
we do want to encourage you to check out green spaces, even though you're not at the app. So if you're not at the app, if you have been away from it for more than, let's say, 20 minutes, we'll make up embarrassing facts and put them at the top of the screen for you. So we're basically saying who is considered a stale user right now. They haven't checked in over 20 minutes. We feed it to AI and have it make up an embarrassing fact about you about why you haven't checked in.
Right.
Like, for example, I accidentally tripped over my own feet, sprained my ankle while attempting to hop a low fence to get into the park. And now every time somebody mentions going for a walk in the park, I wince and remember my embarrassing tumble.
The interesting thing is that we used Apollo connectors. We both created our own connectors and we used the existing ones. So OpenAI is one of the existing ones we used. And we just pulled this GraphQL schema from the community connectors available on GitHub. And we kind of plugged that in and just went straight to using it. It was very straightforward. We also simplified one of the mutations and actually created our own mutation here to just take a single message input and get you a response back rather than having to give it, all of the message history that you typically do with the chat completion API. We also created our own connector for Mapbox just to hit a couple of APIs here. So our first attempt was to use this category locations API where we would query outdoor spaces near you. And then we realized that was good, but it would only give you a positive result. It would only tell you if you were near a park. And we wanted to also punish you if you were not near a park, so it was just not adequate for our purposes.
We needed punishment.
Right, we needed to incentivize. And so we also integrated with the reverse search API, which let us actually see all tagged locations near the user, given like a longitude and a latitude. And you can see these use basically like the same types. They have like the same feature GraphQL types, and we were able to repurpose a lot of that code. And then we also built a very minimal Supabase connector here. So we just have one table in the database. It's just a check-ins database, and it stores the username, the longitude, latitude, and the raw Mapbox response just to check in on that later if we wanted to do further like analysis on the data. And we have this one mutation for creating the check-in and whipped this all pretty quickly. We whipped up all of this pretty quickly with connectors.
Yeah, I think one of the cool things about connectors is when we realized we had to pivot to a different API endpoint for Mapbox, it took a little work on Mark's side, but on my side, I changed like one thing, and I was suddenly just like using the new connector. It was great. So that was really seamless and made it very easy.
We hit one snag with, we thought it was the connectors, but it was actually turned out to be the Supabase API. There's like a thing with that where it doesn't always return a body, and it took us a minute to figure out what was going on there, and then we eventually figured out it was Supabase and not Apollo. So shout out Apollo.
So the app that we created is called Bucket. It's like a combination of a scavenger hunt and a bucket list generator, AI generator. And this is the landing page. And when a user first enters it, they click the CTA, and then they're prompted with a couple questions. So we could go through it. What would you like to name the list? So you could say 2015, and then the location. So it'd be like where we are right now, Portland. And then you have an option to select your budget, if you want something free or budget friendly. And then also like what kind of group you have. So these are like inputs that we're gonna then give to AI to then give us a more tailored output. So then we could go ahead and generate it. And then we use Apollo connectors with the OpenAI similar to the previous team. And then they give us back a list, and then you can go through it one by one, check it off, and then add a photo. And then at the end, it will create a collage. So what we did is we went around, we created a list for the film studio. It gave us a couple to-do items, and we went around and we took some pictures, and let me see. So we completed this one. We could go here, add an image. That's and then for 5, we took one with one of the cameras.
I love it. That's so good.
So they all have to be checked off for then it to show the option to generate a collage, and then you could select like what kind of format you want.
Oh my God.
And then you could download it and save your memories and share it to social media.
That is good. So what we used for that is the Apollo OpenAI connector, and that was pretty simple, thanks to Michael, who kind of gave us a little bit of a demo of how to hook that up. So we're using the GPT 3.5 Turbo model, but you can change that to whatever model that you want to use. We have a system prompt here that lets us get the data back in a specific format. So in this case, we wanted ID, title, description, and a category. And we wanted it in JSON format so that we can then parse it on the client and then display it in a list. You can update that system prompt to be whatever it is that you want it to be. Then the other part of it is the user prompt. And for that, what we do is all of the inputs that Husna showed on the UI, we take all of those and we generate a user prompt. So this prompt up here So we pass in the location that you're in, the group type, like if you're couples or if you're a family, and then we also pass in the budget type. We then call the Apollo connector, we get back all of the data that it returns, and then we display that in that list. I'm not familiar with React Router. That's what we use for the front end to get the app up and running. That's where she shines, and she was able to kind of just debug the issues that we were running into and get that all figured out.
Okay, so the challenge was to develop an app that brings people together. One way to do that is the third place. The third place is like your cheers, where you go and everybody knows your name. So unfortunately, a lot of third places have dissipated, I guess. And so we developed the Spot, and it's a third place locator. So you can like search parks. Unfortunately we use Google API and it didn't give us the right pictures.
Yeah, so Google API is, as I said before, it's got hands.
Yeah.
So like this guy uploaded a picture of whatever library that
Yeah.
is. So something we couldn't get to was getting proper images in there.
Yeah, but it has images. It also wouldn't let us use free for free.
Yeah, the Google Maps API doesn't let you search free stuff. It will show you free results if you search, parks or whatever, but you cannot explicitly search, even with the API, free, no cost items.
Yeah. So we had to cheat to do that, and that's something I'm proud of. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, why don't I'll show off Apollo real quick. So we use the Google Maps or Google Places API with Apollo connectors, and this here, I mean, this is everything that we're able to get back from the Places API. But we just pulled everything here, and then, for example, if you run the query for parks in Portland, it then results in that information, which we're able to use.
Yeah, but I'm grateful that Google Maps API sucks, because I've been wanting to hate something to show that I have strong opinions about. I'm a real software engineer who has strong opinions about something, and I don't like it. And next time I'm gonna use Mapbox.
That's honestly, that's all I could have hoped for, was that we got something working. To be completely honest, I was very intimidated by Apollo connectors, and then once we dove into the Google Maps API, it was a lot. So yeah.
We work well together. I feel like we're very communicative. We agreed on most of the direction of where we wanted to take our app, and I think we got to where we wanted to be.
For me, what was surprising was how easy it was to use the Apollo connectors, at least for somebody who's never used Apollo or GraphQL.
I think Apollo connectors are a good use case for certain apps. Like I think for particularly larger apps, probably I would use it in the future. It's a really nice abstraction. Like we were talking about in the demo, but you had to change something and it required very little changing on my part. And it's just a nice abstraction layer between a bunch of different REST APIs and the client side. So
the two ideas by the other teams was so creative, and I didn't even think about it. So I kind of want to take their ingenuity and remind myself of it when I'm saying, oh, I can't come up with a new idea or whatever. Honestly, I think once I got a little bit more familiar with the Apollo everything, that it was accessible for me. I'm more junior and very front end focused and design focused, that I was a little bit afraid of it.
I mean, I was just surprised at how far everyone got. I thought all the apps were fantastic, and it was just so cool to be a part of this and get to watch this and just kind of sit over and see excitedly of how people are building with it, and it was just really cool to see it.
This whole challenge was very much after my own heart, walk away from your computer, do something that involves people, is a little more community oriented, and I think everybody nailed it. The only thing that surprised me was just how quickly everybody got to their MVPs. The fact that Joe and Mark were able to go out and demo in the park. Who's ever ready to do that? It never happens on this show. So I think it's time to make things harder. So we're coming for you. If you like what we're doing at Code TV and you want to see us make more of it, please consider becoming a supporter. For as little as $5 a month, you can help us make more content just like this. Your 4 hours to build your apps starts right now. What the hell was that? Now we're ready. Everything's fine. Everything's working.
I'll do that again, sorry.
Oh, we gotta do it again?
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of progress though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the crash this time. Get the hell out of my way. I want to know what's going on.